Okay, so I'm just going to explain some of the details of your Starry Night assignment. So you should have done some reading about constellations already. And so what this assignment is it's basically two parts. And in the first part, that's this front side, this is what this is referring to. You're going to be answering questions specific to the constellation that you're choosing to research. So you should have learned there's 88 different constellations. Some of them are associated with our zodiac, a lot of them are not. And you should have picked a constellation to research. For example, Libra, maybe that's your constellation. Okay. So all of these bullets here are specific to your constellation that you've chosen, and you're responsible for answering these questions on your specific constellation. Okay. Now, there's two different ways that I would like you to do this assignment. One is by a Google drawing. I know it says a Google Doc here, but I prefer if you're going to use technology to do a drawing, it's a lot easier to manipulate your images and move things around and organize your information. Okay. Or you can do it by hand. Regardless of how you do it, you're going to need 2 pages. Okay. So I want all of this information. So where it says front side of your trading card on 1 page. So if you're doing a Google drawing, you're actually going to end up creating 2 different drawings. And on the one drawing is going to be all of this front side information. And then you're going to have a separate drawing that you'd call like backside constellation. And then that's where you're going to research all of this information that's down here. Okay, and so this is labeled on this sheet here, page 1, page 2. If you're wanting to do this project by hand, you would just use like a computer sheet of paper, or if you have colored paper at home, that's fine. And you would just do a front and then a back. Okay, so that's how that's going to work. Just regardless of whether you're doing a Google Drawing or by hand, please remember to keep track of the websites that you're getting your information on, because we need to give credit to those sources. So if you're doing it by hand, you can just copy and paste the URLs. We've done this in other assignments into a Google Doc, and then you can email that Google Doc to me and hand it in with the paper copy, hopefully when we're back in school. If you're doing a Google Drawing, you could just copy and paste the URLs to the bottom of your drawing and then share your drawing with me when you're done. Okay. Again, hopefully if we're back in class next week, I will give some further explanation to this, but if you're wanting to get started a little bit or understand what the assignment is, this was just a little bit more explanation for you. Okay, so for example, the first thing you would do on your Google Drawing or your paper copy would be to write the name of your constellation in nice big letters. A nice big picture of your constellation, you can just, if you're doing tech version, you can just get a copy off the internet. However, there's lots of different images that are going to come up if you Google. So I can show you here. If you Google your constellation, so I'm going to Google Libra constellation. I want the image that you choose to have the stars in it. Okay, so sometimes it's like a mythical creature. I want you to make sure that you draw the stars. Okay, so you could draw this on your sheet. If you were just doing a Google drawing, you could just copy and paste this onto your drawing. So real quick here, because I'm running out of time, I'm just going to show you how to, whoops, that's not what I want. Sorry. Yeah. I'm going to show you how to make a Google drawing. We did this in photography, but in case you forget. So you're going to go to Google Docs first, and then you're going to go File. It's going to take a minute, New, and then you're going to pick Drawing. Okay, so there's lots of things you can do with drawings if you could just kind of play around. First thing you should do is save it. So you could call it Starry Night Assignment, your name, 6-3 or 6-4. Oh, I'm almost out of time here. And then, yeah, you would just start to put your information here. Remember, you're going to need 2 drawings though. One for the front side information and one for the back side information. Okay, again, I'm going to do some further explaining later, but that's a little bit more information on the assignment.